If you've been on this channel for a while, you already know that I care a lot about quality cybersecurity training and quality cybersecurity certifications. And over the last few years, cybersecurity certifications and certifications in general have honestly gotten a bad reputation in the industry. But most of that frustration isn't actually or really just about the certifications themselves. It's more about how people approach these certifications. What I've realized and learned over my time in this industry is that a lot of people chase certifications purely for the credential. They want the badge, they want the line on their resume, and it's just a shortcut for them. But the truth is, the value of the certification isn't the piece of paper at the end. It's everything that you learn while working towards it. It's the skills that you build, it's the mistakes you make along the way, and it's the reps that you get with practicing what you're learning along the way. And that's why I'm excited to talk about a new certification from a longtime partner of this channel, TryHackMe's. Their new cybersecurity 101 certification, also called SEC1. Now, in previous videos, I've talked about what I call the experimentation phase of a cybersecurity career, that early stage where you're trying out different things, building out your foundational skills, and figuring out what you actually enjoy working on. And here's the reality. Most people don't fail in cybersecurity because they're not smart enough. They fail because they specialize way too early, or they never get enough real exposure to make an informed decision about what they want to do with their career. Now, imagine if that experimentation phase that I always talk about was structured, guided, and hands-on. And that's exactly what SEC1 is designed to be. Now, although TryHackMe has sponsored this video, I will be giving my full and honest opinion about this from my perspective as a practitioner and as someone who has multiple cybersecurity certifications under their belt. Now, everything I'll be sharing in this video will be based on what I can see and tell about this certification from everything that TryHackMe has provided, which they were gracious enough to provide me access to it. And just to be very clear upfront, this is not a SOC or defensive only certification. This is not about locking you into one particular path. SEC1 is about foundations, exposure, and doing real work at the beginning of your cybersecurity learning journey. I was also able to lock in a 40% discount on the certification for subscribers, and I'll be giving away multiple SEC1 vouchers to people watching this video, so definitely stick around for how you can enter for that. Now, let's talk about the problem that SEC1 is solving. Breaking into cybersecurity in 2026 is hard. 2025 was hard enough, but it's not going to get any easier. A lot of people have theoretical knowledge, some people have watched countless YouTube videos and tutorials, and others have completed multiple online labs or online courses. But when it comes time to actually prove that you can do cybersecurity work, there is a huge gap. And that gap has existed for a long time. Most beginner certifications test memorization. They test definitions, concepts, your ability to recall. But in reality, cybersecurity as a job is not about memorization. It's about problem solving in imperfect environments. I know this firsthand. I'm a cybersecurity engineer at Amazon, and I've been in this industry for almost 6 years now, and it never looks like memorization. It is always about problem solving. From the employer side, it's just as challenging. Hiring managers need a way to identify candidates who can handle basic security tasks without months or even years of hand-holding. And I know this personally as well because I've had multiple conversations with hiring managers about the skills gap. SEC1 was designed to sit right in the middle of that gap. So what exactly is SEC1? SEC1 is a hands-on scenario-based entry-level cybersecurity certification that was built for people who are either brand new to cybersecurity or still trying to find their footing. So instead of memorizing concepts and just answering multiple choice questions, everything happens in browser-based lab environments. No need for expensive equipment or any complex setup, and no need for memorization just for the sake of passing an exam and getting a credential. For this, you'll be asked to perform tasks, investigate scenarios, and make decisions based on what you uncover. Now, this distinction between traditional certifications and what SEC1 is doing matters a lot. And the reason why TryHackMe built SEC1 is they notice a consistent pattern across their platform. They have a platform of millions of people. There are several beginners who are learning a lot, but also struggling to validate their skills. On the other hand, employers are struggling to trust entry-level resumes because there is no sort of skill or evidence to back what is on there. There's really no clear bridge between learning in cybersecurity and your employability. And what SEC1 does is it creates the bridge by establishing a clear progression. You learn, you validate, and then you eventually specialize. It allows you to build confidence in your fundamentals, your cybersecurity fundamentals, before you commit to a specific role like a SOC analyst, a pen tester, a cloud security engineer, or application security, or whatever other field in cybersecurity. And that's really important because choosing the specialization way too early is one of the most common mistakes that I see. In the previous video, I went into all of this. Go check it out. It'll be linked in the description below. Now, one of the things that I really appreciate about the SEC1 is that it doesn't force you to choose a side too soon. Most people entering cybersecurity don't even know if they want to work on the offensive or defensive side, and that's completely normal. You need to know the fundamentals first before making that kind of decision. The good thing about SEC1 is that it gives you exposure to both. In SEC1, you will work through red team fundamentals, blue team fundamentals, core operating system concepts, networking fundamentals, which I always tell you all is super important, and several other things. The breadth of this is intentional. It gives you the context so you can make more informed decisions later, whether with your career or the path you want to go to, or with diving deeper into any field in cybersecurity. Now, in SEC1, you step into the role of a cybersecurity contractor working across multiple simulated client environments. You'll be expected to perform tasks like analyzing compromised systems, investigating network traffic, using SIM tools like Splunk or Elastic, identifying common web application vulnerabilities, performing basic malware analysis, and different things of this sort. These will not be trick questions. They're going to be tasks that real security teams deal with, but they'll be scaled appropriately for the beginner and will be done in a hands-on practical manner, not memorization. Now let's talk about the exam structure and format. The SEC1 consists of 7 practical sections, each focused on a core domain. And these sections include Windows fundamentals, Linux fundamentals, network traffic analysis, web application security, security operations fundamentals, password attacks and credential security, and malware analysis fundamentals. You will have up to 24 hours total to complete the exam, and it's fully self-paced. Each section will contain around 10 questions, all based on what you discover while working through the scenarios. And you will get instant results when you finish. And the certification includes 1 free retake. Okay, let's talk about who the SEC1 is for and who it's not. The SEC1 is a great fit for you if you're brand new to cybersecurity, you're a student or a career switcher, or you just want to validate your hands-on skills, not just theory. It's also great for you if you learn best by doing and not just by memorization, and if you want standard exposure to cybersecurity before specializing and going deeper. Now, you should probably skip SEC1 if you already have 2 or more years of hands-on experience, or you're looking for advanced specialization right now, or you prefer the traditional multiple choice exam format, or you already hold multiple intermediate to advanced cybersecurity certifications. This certification is meant to build strong foundations, and if you have that, that's fine. There's no shame in that. And there's no shame in not having this certification. So make sure to evaluate where you are in your career and determine if this is the right certification for you, cost-wise and time-wise. Now, speaking of cost, let's talk about the pricing, the value, and what they're offering. The standard pricing for the SEC1 is $149 for non-premium TryHackMe users, and that includes the certification exam, 3 months of TryHackMe Premium, and 1 free retake. If you're already a premium user, you get a 15% discount. Now, for a limited time though, I was able to get my subscribers a 40% discount, and free users still receive their 3 months of premium. Check the description and the link in the description for more details about that. But from a value perspective, this is one of the most accessible hands-on entry-level cybersecurity certifications available right now. Now, on top of that, TryHackMe was kind enough to provide multiple SEC1 vouchers that I can give away so that people can take the certification completely free. A huge shout out to TryHackMe for that. You'll want to follow me on LinkedIn, which will be linked in the description below, and also join our Discord in the description below for that. Now, if you're in the experimentation phase of your cybersecurity journey and you want something practical, structured, and intentional, the SEC1 is absolutely worth considering. Use the link in the description, apply the 40% discount, and let me know in the comments where you're currently at in your cybersecurity journey. And if you already have some hands-on experience and you're looking for your next certification to upskill, check out this video on the screen where I break down TryHackMe's SAL1 and how it fits into a more defensive, SOC-focused path. And if you're still figuring out what direction you want to move into next, check out the video on the screen where I break down how I would approach learning cybersecurity if I were to start all over in 2026. I'll see you over there. Bye-bye.